The story begins with Arata out for a morning run. At the same time, Seiha is lost in thought, remembering how Kotono once said she's going to marry Arata. Minami too is disturbed by the same thought, but she quickly reminds herself not to dwell on it. Her big game is approaching fast, and she needs to stay focused. While heading to school, Minami unexpectedly spots Arata on the way. Nervous and awkward, she starts acting strangely. Arata notices and asks, "Do you have a problem or something?" Minami remains silent and tries to escape. Arata gently adds, "Look, I'm your big brother. If something's bothering you, you can share it with me." Still, Minami says nothing and runs off, leaving him puzzled. We then shift to Banri, who's chatting with her dog. She complains about how Arata went jogging early while the dog stayed behind just to eat. Arata returns, and after a bit of teasing, Banri jokes that they need to cut down the dog's food. Startled, the dog bites Arata's bag and starts chasing him, turning into a hilarious moment. Later, we see Minami practicing hard for her upcoming match. But her mind isn't entirely in the game. Kotono's words keep playing in her head. During a break, some girls compliment her, but Minami responds with odd remarks that leave them amused, calling her weird yet cute. Minami then invites Noah for a friendly match. They play tennis, and as usual, Noah loses. Afterward, while drinking together, Noah opens up. She says, this is the last inter-high tournament. Then, she warmly thanks Minami, saying, "When I first joined, I was nervous. But seeing your energy inspired me. You've carried us all this way. I really believe we can win this time." Minami is surprised, but brushes it off with a joke, leading to a playful exchange between them. Just then, Minami overhears a few boys talking about how their captain won't make it to the college team, might have to quit tennis and won't find a job. He might end up with nothing. Hearing that, Minami quietly becomes upset. Minami starts recalling her past, especially the time when she first joined the tennis team, and how Nao had motivated her deeply. During a practice match, despite being the captain, Nao gets exhausted quickly, surprising Minami. They sit down to talk, and Minami asks, "Can I ask you something? Why do you call this game raclette?" Nao replies with a smile, "Because I love Federer so much." Hearing that, Minami bursts into laughter. Then Nao adds, "I'm starving. Let's go eat something." Minami, feeling emotional, reflects, "This is Nao's final match. I have to win no matter what, and make her proud." Next, we see Minami practicing at home when Arata suddenly shows up, looking serious. Minami gets nervous. Arata says, "I'm gonna train you now." She resists. "Why would you train me? I can handle it myself." Arata insists, "Tell me honestly. Are you even enjoying this?" Minami is taken aback and tries to act normal with silly gestures. "Who said I'm not? Look at me." Arata reveals, "A servant saw you bandaging your leg. The competition is close. You need to be careful." Meanwhile, Oka is seen thinking about the time Kotono had confessed, "I love Arata." Others had dismissed it, saying she probably watched a romantic drama. One girl comments, "She's just 15. We can't treat her like a kid anymore." But Bandari adds, "She's still a child to us." Oka, lost in thoughts of Arata, starts blushing. Back to Arata, he's helping Minami with stretching exercises. Minami behaves oddly again, while Arata, lost in thoughts about Oka, blushes and reminds himself, "I shouldn't be thinking about this." Then his thoughts shift to Minami. She's still in high school. He scolds himself again. "No, stop it." Minami opens up, "I want to play tennis forever, but this tournament it's really important. I want to see someone smile after I win." Arata is touched. She wants to win for someone. They talk more, and Arata advises, "You need to practice carefully or you'll get injured." Now it's Arata's turn to stretch. Minami playfully teases him, getting close, making Arata blush again. Does she even know what she's doing? After stretching, Minami says, "Good morning," and leaves. Arata heads to his room and runs into Kotono. She quietly asks, "Were you with Minami?" He replies, "We were working out." Kotono asks, "Was she acting weird?" Arata is shocked. How does she know about the injury? He dodges the question and asks instead, "Do you know something about Minami?" Kotono blushes and runs off, leaving Arata confused. Finally, the tournament day arrives. Minami plays confidently. The crowd praises her. She's cute and plays well. Despite the pressure, she focuses hard. Right before the final shot, she says to herself, "I can do this," and wins the game. Her teammates cheer. "We couldn't have done it without you." Nao thanks her, and Minami responds, "It wasn't just me, it was the whole team. Now let's prepare for the finals." But suddenly Minami feels uneasy and now notices. At home, Minami is congratulated by everyone. Later, during stretching with Arata, she talks about her match. Arata says, "We need to prepare better for next week." Minami thanks him and he replies, "Just focus on your game." The next morning, Bandari is having breakfast when Arata joins her. They joke around and talk about Minami's match. Suddenly, Bandari says, "You're a great coach." Arata gets annoyed. He asks, "Did Minami have breakfast?" Bandari says, "Oops, I forgot. She didn't show up." Then another girl comes in asking, "Has anyone seen Minami?" They all realize she's missing. Arata says, "Maybe she left early for practice." But the girl says, "Her shoes and outfit are still here." Everyone panics. Arata asks in shock, "Where did Minami go?" And that's where the episode ends.